this is gonna be a fun review today. I'm gonna review Yukon Striker at Canada's Wonderland. I just went there this past Sunday, May 5th, and it was actually my very first time out of the USA. Um, I spent it in Niagara Falls, and then I went up to Canada's Wonderland for that Sunday, and I was I was anticipating this park like so much. Like this, I was really excited. I've always been really excited to go to this place, and I finally got to go, and it definitely has a Cedar Fair feel. I didn't expect it. Like, it was different than I expected. It was way different than I expected. Like, more than Cedar Point. And Cedar Point really surprised me. So, yeah, but that's for Canada's Wonderland review. I'm reviewing, Yukon Striker. And, so Yukon Striker is a B&M dive coaster that is new for 2019. Its opening date was May 3rd, 2019. I wrote it, May 5th, 2019. And this is my second favorite coaster in the park, behind Behemoth, and my fifth favorite coaster that I've ridden, behind Millennium Force, Maverick, Behemoth, and Steel Vengeance. And a lot of people were surprised why I like this more than Leviathan, because Leviathan is a B&M Giga, and Gigas are 300 feet to 399 feet, and they're pretty fast. Leviathan's like 90 miles an hour. It's 306 feet, and so everybody was shocked. Even I was shocked, and even this and Leviathan are fighting for that number 2 spot. But I think the reason that I liked it so much was because of the experience I got on it. I met my first YouTube enthusiast there, Amusement Insiders. He was in the back row. It was the last ride that I got at Canada's Wonderland. He was in the back row, I was in the front row. I went on Yukon Striker 4 times. I was in the front row every single time. But, yeah, I was on it with Amusement Insiders. And then after that, I bought a Yukon Striker shirt and a hat. And while he was there, like, so it was pretty cool. And then I took a picture with him after that, and that probably made the experience a whole lot better. Cause like I was really excited to meet my first YouTube enthusiast, and he's got a good amount of subscribers too. And I've been watching his videos this whole year on Yukon Striker updates. So out of anybody, he was probably the coolest to ride this ride with. Just because I've gone to his channel to like learn about things for that ride, and I went on it with him, so that made the experience really good. I wish I would have ridden it a little bit more. The park was pretty packed that day. The morning wasn't as bad, but then it got a little bit more busy. But it was the second open day to the public, so that's why. But I got boarding passes for these, so the line was like an hour and 20 minutes every single time. So every hour and 20 minutes I got to go back on Yukon Striker. And I can go on other rides while I was waiting. So that's a pretty cool thing to have. It's really cool to watch it. you can stand in between the helix and like under like inversions. It's really cool to watch. I'm gonna do a reviewing every element on Yukon Striker video, so I'm not really gonna like review every element on it. I will tell you the drop is the best part, and you are sitting at that drop. I'm pretty sure it's longer than like any B&M dive coaster, but I'm not gonna say that for certain. But I think that's true, and if it is, I believe it because it's a very long time, and it's amazing. And then you go into that, when you're dropping, you go into that tunnel, which it feels like your head's about to get chopped off. They did a fantastic job there. And you're just looking down at those ants on the ground that are the people, and they're looking up at it because it's so amazing to watch, and you just feel so good riding through all that. And then so I'm gonna talk about the restraints, their vest restraints. So they hold on you pretty tight, but I don't think it's as bad as Valravens or Gatekeeper, which were the other ones. It's slightly better than Valravens, a lot better than Gatekeepers. That didn't affect me like at all during the ride. I mean, it was better than I expected it to be, way better. And another thing I'm gonna mention that really surprised me was that pop of airtime for the helix after the mid-course brake run. That actually gave me slight ejector airtime, not too much, but it was really fun. It was like full ejector. It was really cool. I did not expect to see that, but I really think this was a great addition to the park. Probably the best dive coaster in the world. I wouldn't doubt that. But yeah, it's really cool when you're riding Vortex. It dropped as soon as Vortex dropped, so that was a really cool experience. I only rode Vortex once, and the time I rode it, Yukon Striker didn't drop like under Vortex. Like, that would be the coolest possible experience, but it dropped at the same time as Vortex. I don't know if it always does that. Like, I'm not an expert on the park, but and probably Vortex review coming another time. But Yukon Striker was nice and fun to go over and under Vortex. They should probably clean up the tunnel a little bit right after the drop, but it's not really a huge issue. But yeah, so that's my review of Yukon Striker. I hope you really enjoyed that, and please subscribe and like. I'll see you later.
I'm dreaming.